I cannot believe more people are not talking about this news. I think it's a very important topic to talk about. A former high ranking New York State governor employee charged with acting as an undisclosed agent of the People's Republic of China, the Chinese Communist Party. This is a press release right from the Justice Gov website. So we have a defending engage in political activities in the interests of the CCP with her co-defendant husband conspired to launder the proceeds of their unlawful activities. This was a statement that was released on September 3rd. And they basically say that earlier in the day, in the federal court in Brooklyn, an indictment was unsealed charging Linda Sun with violating and conspiring to violate the Foreign Agent Registration Act, visa fraud, alien smuggling, and people laundering conspiracy. Sun is alleged to have acted on behalf of the government of the People's Republic of China, the PRC, and the Chinese Communist Party, the CCP. Sun's husband, who's co-defendant Chris Hu, was also charged with money laundering conspiracy as well as conspiracy to commit bank fraud and misuse of means of identification. Sun and Hu were arrested this morning and is scheduled to be arraigned before United States Magistrate Peggy Koo. As alleged in the indictment, Linda Sun, a former New York State governor employee, so Linda was a former New York state government employee in addition to being like this undisclosed agent for the People's Republic of China. So I mean, is that like a spy? I think that's what you would call a spy. Y'all let me know in the comments what you think. Okay, acted as an undisclosed agent of the Chinese government while her husband Christopher Hu, and it's HU, so I think it's who, I don't think it's how. Let me know in the chat if I'm saying it correctly. Facilitated the transfer of millions of dollars in kickbacks for personal gain. Sun yielded her position of influence among executives to covertly promote the PRC and the CCP agendas, directly threatening our country's national security. Wow. So the FBI is committed to protect the American people from any threat actors who seek to influence officials at the direction of foreign entities. This is a statement from the FBI Assistant Director Curtis. Sun is alleged to be an undisclosed agent of the PRC and CCP using Chinese money and her influence within the state of New York to benefit the Chinese government. Sun and her husband then laundered millions of dollars for the foreign countries and use that monetary benefit of this scheme to buy luxury vehicles and $1 million properties here in New York. This is a statement from Special Agent Thomas in charge of the IRS CI New York. It is with the unwavering determination of the federal law enforcement to root out foreign agents and their schemes that Sun and Hu will now face justice for their criminal acts. As alleged in the indictment, while working for the New York State government in high-ranking posts in the executive chambers of the New York State government and in multiple state agencies, Sun also acted as an undisclosed agent of the PRC and the CCP, acting at the request of the PRC government officials and the CCP representatives. Sun engaged in numerous political activities in the interests of the PRC and CCP, including blocking representatives of the Taiwanese government from having access to high-level New York state officers, changing high-level New York state officers' messaging regarding issues of importance to the PRC and the CCP, obtaining official New York state proclamations for the PRC government representatives without proper authorization, attempting to facilitate trips to PRC by high-level New York politicians, and arranging meetings for visiting delegations from the PRC government with New York government officials. Oh my God. Like, I wonder how long it took them to figure this out and the investigation, but we're probably going to find out here pretty soon. Sun also repeatedly violated internal rules, protocols within the New York State's government office to provide improper benefits to the PRC and CCP representatives, including by providing unauthorized invitation letters from the office of high-level New York state officers that were used to facilitate travel by PRC government officials into the United States for meetings with New York State governor officials. Sun's unauthorized invitation letter for the PRC government delegations constituted false statements made in connections with immigration documents and induced the foreign citizens into unlawfully entering the United States. Sun never registered as a foreign agent with the Attorney General, and in fact, actively concealed that she took action at the order, request, or direction of the PRC government and the CCP representatives. In return for these and other actions, Sun receives substantial economic and other benefits from representatives of the PRC government and the CCP, including the facilitation of millions of dollars in transactions for the PRC-based businesses activities of who? Travel benefits, tickets to events, promotions of close family friends, businesses, employees, employment for Sun's cousin in the PRC, and is it Najin style salted ducks prepared by the PRC government officials? Personal chef that were delivered to the residence of the Sun's parents. Now, what kind of a duck is this, y'all? Let me look this up because I get confused. Najin style duck. Like, guys, a roasted duck. That's what this is. Poor duck. Well, anyways, let's keep reading. So, Sun and Hu laundered the monetary proceeds of this scheme to purchase, among other items, real estate properties in New York, currently valued at 4.1 million, condominium in Honolulu, Hawaii, currently valued at 2.1 million, and various luxury automobiles, including a 2024 Ferrari. My goodness. What? Sun never disclosed any benefits she received from the representatives of the PRC government and the CCP to the New York State government. Of course she's not. She's a criminal. She's not going to do that. As she was required to do so as a New York State government employee. Yeah, anytime you traveling or doing any kind of business in the government, dime, you have to report all that, okay? I'm telling you, I've had to report any travels, anything, any grants, any of that. No, they don't play. Don't play. Not gonna get caught up in some ish like that. No, no, no. Who also laundered unlawful proceeds through bank accounts open in the name of a close relative, but they were actually for whose exclusive use. To open these accounts, who unlawfully use an image of a relative's driver's license. The charges in this indictment are allegations, and the defendants are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty. So this case is being handled by the National Cybersecurity and Crime. Look at that. I mean, people got you working in those high positions, and you're over here spying or providing benefits to other folks. Yeah, no. Looks like Linda with an I, at least this Linda, is in trouble. I'll see you guys on the next one. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Rabbits out. Bye, guys.